Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of
Boys, Booze, and Blood.
I'm the Beta 00.
I'm Velfornia13.
This is Edward, known as Beloved Freak.
I'm George, Chuck16X.
And I'm Alan, Circus Murder.
And we're bringing you an awesome holiday horror-themed podcast today.
Yay!
Woo! Episode 14. Christmas. So we're going to do... so our first topic is going to be what makes a great holiday horror film. So who wants to start off first? With Betos?
I don't know, what makes it cool... I just like the fact that it gets cold and you like put your little lights on and you can turn everything off and just have your lights on, get under the blankets, even by yourself, and just put a cheesy, stupid horror film, and it just feels different from watching it every other time of the year.
Mm-hmm. I like that. It's like there's like a nostalgic feeling to it where you know like it's your Christmas tradition, but it's horror filled and people die and.
You feel kind of safer. I don't know. You're under the blankets and you're like, it makes it cozier. You're like, oh, it just feels different from watching it every year.
Yeah, it's because I think it's because the lights, like the colors of it itself, because of Christmas and everything.
It's Eric's food.
It's Eric's food. But I think the colors of Christmas itself is just, it's such a beautiful, like happy time, but so much death and decay and horrible things can happen at the same moment. I think that's why I like
the
Christmas
contrast
horror.
is
I think
cool.
that's the contrast, and of course like snow and
So, like, for me, when I think of, like, horror and Christmas, I think of the opposite. Since it's cold and you see someone breathing, you see that. So, it's a sense of chill. And there's claustrophobia because when you're under the blanket, you're holding it close to you. So, I think of the opposite of something like that. Something warm. You see the coldness and the depths of something very dark and sinister during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And like you guys said, with the contrast of snow with blood, I think it's a beautiful... view of it and the contrast between the two, and I think like because everyone thinks of something so happy and cheery, when something dark and sinister happens, it could go complete opposite, and it's I don't know, I think it's just exciting. So for when I see horror films in Christmas, I think it's fun. It's fun and creepy.
We're a little drunk.
Georgie, what about you?
I don't know, Christmas in general, I'm not too fond of, but I mean, like, in looking at things, I mean, look, think about it, look, a fat white dude comes down through your chimney to like, break into your house, I mean, that's a plot right there, so...
That's Friday After Next.
I mean, that's actually kind of why, like, I appreciated Silent Night, Deadly Night, because if you look at the original trailer, all you see is the axe swinging, and it's like, you see Santa Claus's outfit, so it's like, no, Santa's gonna fuck you up this year. So, I mean, I like watching horror movies in the winter just because, for that same factor, the cold, it's like, I'm bundled up, and it's just, the element is a little bit, it's kicked up a notch, and depending on the movie, too, it might seem scarier. Like, what I like seeing is, like, the few Christmas horror movies I've seen, the contrast of the blood on the snow, that's the biggest, like, thing that pops up.
Yeah, we've all come to terms with that. Like, that shit would be... we need more of
very
that.
artsy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, certain movies... And there's a lot of movies that you didn't even know fell on Christmas.
Snow and blood.
Like, Inside, for a while, it took me out of the element that I'm like, wait, it was Christmas night when that happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just... It gives up... the holidays itself, it's supposed to be a cheery time. So for horror movies to like put that horror factor in there, it's like it turns an ugly head on the holidays.
Yeah.
So it's like a time when everyone's supposed to be cheery. It's like boom.
It makes it more fucked up because
Exactly.
you don't want anybody
A
to
nice
fucking
Christmas
die
massacre,
around that. Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
Well, the sad part is a lot of people die around that time, though, because the winter time is like the biggest season for suicides. And people are depressed.
Accidents.
They're cold and can't get out and just are stuck in their house all the time. But definitely the winter time is a great time for horror movies to be set in for that reason. Because, I mean, if you're going to die, why not have somebody else kill you instead of killing yourself? But yeah, you get like snow, and the contrast with the blood is amazing, and like it gets dark way earlier, and like things are, and not even does it get dark earlier, the darkness is darker.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
far
Mhm.
darker.
That
than
is
the
really
end of the
scary.
year.
The
Pitch
fact that it's
black.
5 o'clock and it's pitch black, and you're like, oh shit, is it 12 already? Like,
Right.
you,
Yeah.
like it kind of discombobulates you.
It
and
fucks
you're
you
like,
up.
Yeah.
shit.
Especially
And
for
it's-
places where it snows too,
Yeah.
so you can't
Oh,
even see
definitely.
anything at all. And when
Yeah.
you're driving, it's even scarier.
Yeah, we're lucky we live in LA, but other people that get like inches of snow, I can't go anywhere, and it's like school gets canceled and work gets canceled, and you're just like stuck at home by yourself. The light goes off, like
I
Chicago boys.
lived in
Chicago
that.
boy. What
I've
can you
lived in
tell
that
us
for
about
a
that?
long
Tell us,
time.
tell us.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting me finish.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
shit. Sorry.
Wasn't even done. Well, you can go now because I lost my train. of
We'll come back to Alan.
Didn't we all thought you was it?
because you
We'll come
decided
back
to
to
take
Alan.
over.
Oh, but I don't know. If you get it, come
No,
on.
I'm fine.
Come for him.
But Chicago, the one big snowstorm I remember is when Let Me In came out on Blu-ray, and it was a
Oh,
Tuesday.
that's
another great one.
That's a good one.
And me and my best friend, we decided we were gonna go out to get it. And we're like, we're not letting in no fucking snow stop us from getting this movie. It was like 6 feet of snow outside, and it was the worst snow we've ever had. Like my door, like my front door, the snow was like 3/4 up against the door. You couldn't even like push it out to get out,
Holy
out of the way.
shit.
Yeah. It was so bad. So school was canceled. Everything was blocked off. Stores were closing down. But Best Buy was still open because they were open throughout the day, you know? Before the storm started happening. So we risked our lives to get there, and you would not do nothing, but your car would just slide back and forth.
That's the scariest thing.
Back and forth, and you can't see shit because it was such a heavy snow. It's crazy. I don't even know why we fucking went out and got the movie, but it was great. It was fucking. It was
Was
happy.
it worth it?
It was worth it. It was
There you
worth it.
go.
Of
That's
course
all
it
that
was.
Your
matters.
car
Of
literally
course it
was skidding because that
Oh,
happened to me
yeah.
only once out here in California. Only once a year in 2010. Like I was going up the 5 towards Valencia. Like it was a
Yeah.
cold winter. And so, like, I was going to work. I was working at Red Lobster at the time. So, like, I went to the Red Lobster there, and I was turning, and, like, that skidding kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
And I always thought, like, oh, shit, like, some Final Destination shit's going to happen.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm just going to slam into the
Because
divider
it's
or
worse than
something.
driving in the rain.
It is.
Oh,
It was
definitely.
fucking bad. That was,
So-
but that was the only time. It doesn't get cold like that.
That's
here.
why I can't imagine people driving in the snow and they're like, oh, it's no big deal. I'm like, oh my god, I would die.
Right.
Yeah, it snowed in Palmdale that year.
Yeah, I
It
remember,
snows there, like Lancaster,
Yeah.
Palmdale. Even if you like,
I want a winter like that again. Like that was nice.
bitch, please.
I mean, it is nice, but you have, like, in order to have a winter like that, you need to be someplace that is used to having a winter like that. Because
Yeah.
Californians, we have enough problems driving in the rain.
As it is, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
We have
in
enough
general.
problems driving in general, so people don't know what snow is and they get scared.
Yeah.
It's not
That's why
good.
it terrifies
I
me.
will tell you the cool thing is when you're sitting at home and you have the furnace on, so it's nice and warm, and outside it's kind of like dark and all the trees don't have any of their leaves on, so it's like a dark, gloomy sky, and it gets darker and darker, and then all of a sudden the snow will start falling.
It's like a
just
snow globe.
Well, it's like a slow, yeah. And it's quiet, and it's dead quiet. There's nothing outside, and it's peaceful, and the snow just comes down, and it covers the ground, and you're just sitting there like, okay, I want to put on a horror movie.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just feels right to do that.
Fucking
you know?
Let's go camping.
Tell your mom we're coming home.
Yeah,
We're
you
all
guys
coming
are
home.
coming home.
But at the same time, it's also really fucking creepy because, like, I've lived in the woods, and in South Carolina it snows, and you're literally like in a little section of houses surrounded by woods for miles. And when it snows and it gets dark and you go outside and you see fucking footprints, but you don't see anybody else around,
Shit.
that's scary.
I bet.
Which I say is
Yeah.
kind of claustrophobic.
Yeah.
You feel like,
Like, where do I
like
go?
yeah. Which also brings to what Val was talking about, holiday traditions. So, what's your tradition?
My tradition when it comes to horror movies and stuff, it's basically what we said. Like, first of all, my tradition is being alone. And, like, not on the holiday, but, like, during the holidays, like, having a moment to myself and turning all the lights on and just keeping the twinkles on and the Christmas tree on and putting a really scary horror movie and just watch it by myself and get freaked out by myself. That's one of my traditions. The other one's just, like, recently has become showing my nephew some horror movies, which is funny because last time he was here, I asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up. He's like, Jason. So I was like, oh shit, yes.
Tear.
So I was like, yeah, a fucking Jason mask for Christmas. I'm gonna get him. So
Nice.
it keeps changing, but basically, like, I like to be alone and watch a horror movie. No distractions, no phone. Pay attention to it. Just eat a bunch of food and just cozy up under the blanket and watch a really bad horror movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good tradition.
What
That's
about
a
you,
good
Joe?
tradition. Kind of the same. I love to sort of be by myself with blankets and just covered up and knowing that it's cold outside and having the warmth. But every year I have to watch the Black Christmas remake. Every
Yes.
year. Ever since I saw the trailer when it first came out, and I was so just, oh my god, this is so fucking cool, and it's coming out on Christmas, and I'm so excited. And my parents never wanted to take me because they're like, we have to watch the trailer before we go and see it. I'm just like, all right, well, we know where this is going. So they'd watch the trailer and they never let me. So I would just constantly watch the trailer over and over again, pretending that I would see the movie.
Yeah.
And then once it came out on DVD, obviously I bought it and like I had to beg for it, and it was great. And yeah, I have to see that movie every year.
Nice.
It's
Good.
just the part of my
Like
life.
tradition.
Yeah,
It's very
it is
Christmassy.
very Christmassy.
And then for me, like when I don't really do too much Christmas stuff, but I like to incorporate my Christmas and Halloween together. So my season lasts from October to like January. So normally I have my tree up, which is like horror, Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas themed kind of tree. Usually I just do it lighting at night, but on Christmas, since I'm Mexican, I celebrate on the 24th, the day before. So on the 25th, I have the lights on all day. I sit on my couch, watch my movies. I had to watch my Edward Scissorhands, Nightmare Before Christmas. I had to watch my Gremlins. I watched all my Christmas kind of horror-themed movies. And I have myself a ball, eat my leftovers, and enjoy the night by myself. So that's my little Christmas tradition. What about you, George?
I mean, mine is similar. Just like I love being in my bed watching movies. It's just I've had the tradition of having lights in my room, whether multicolored or regular. So it's like my favorite thing is just to be in my bed, lights on, put on either it ranges from Silent Night, Deadly Night to Black Christmas remake. Krampus is now a new one.
Yes.
Or even Inside. It's just like I have a
Oh,
drink
shit,
and I just
yeah.
watch those throughout the year. So it's like I have one down so far. I'll probably watch Black Christmas again. So it's just I have a few more
I
weeks,
definitely
you know,
am.
and then
Yeah,
and then I do
definitely.
non-horror Christmas movies like Friday After Next.
Home Alone.
Sorry, that's
Friday After
one.
Next.
That's
I know.
Christmas one.
That's a Christmas
Yeah.
movie.
Oh shit.
Santa steals all their shit.
A ghetto Santa steals
Bad
like
Santa.
yeah.
I'm sure you like
Bad
Bad
Sa- but
Santa.
Bad Santa's more Thanksgiving for me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I watch that every Thanksgiving, so
Oh.
that's more of a Thanksgiving movie.
That's
But there's other non-horror Christmas movies, but just
Home Alone.
those three.
Come on.
Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Home Alone,
One
which
and two.
honestly,
One and two.
To
Christmas
me,
Story.
that could have been a great horror movie.
Oh, that too.
Because it's like you're home alone, your parents left you, they're in freaking Paris, you're home alone, these two burglars are coming to get you. It could be a great thriller.
If the
Let's do a
burglars were
remake.
more menacing and more like
I know,
actual like stakes at end, yeah.
I mean,
Isn't
like-
that
like
what
a
Better
year-
Watch Out is supposed to be? It's being
yeah,
like,
I guess.
yeah,
A horror Home Alone, maybe.
A
I don't know,
horror
because you
Home
know
Alone.
damn well these robbers would have shot that kid. but-
Yeah.
Right,
Kind of like
Like-
the strangers, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been a great thriller to me. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's a classic.
So let's film a reimagining.
Alan?
With
What about you,
Nico.
Alan?
Yeah. I mean, my things are just like you guys. Like I sit at home and sit under the blankets or next to a fire if I have a fireplace, or just watch movies. Especially like Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite. So, but like growing up, we used to watch like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and stuff like that. So, bit very basic white
So
people
cute.
Christmas.
The ABC Family, like 12 Days of
Yeah.
Christmas.
But like nower times, like I'm not so much into Christmas itself, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like the holiday season, I guess.
It's nice sometimes.
Yeah.
I like the feel of it, not
The
necessarily
feel.
what goes along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people get crazy for the holidays.
No.
I honestly like the holiday season just for the horror movies, because there are a lot of holiday horror movies and a lot of movies like that itself, but everything else is just like, God, there's just too much pressure to buy gifts and
Yeah.
Well, that's what
to
it's become.
do this
yeah.
and that and blah blah. Just like, okay, so why is that a tradition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
I like the like we just got together with my coworkers and we had like everybody bought our food and we played games and we ugly sweaters and like it was I love
That's
that
a nice
feeling.
thing,
And,
yeah.
and in
Cute.
Mexico we have these like they're called posadas, which is like
Oh,
basically
yeah.
a Christmas party,
Yeah.
but it's like
Do they still do the singing at
yeah,
the door?
Yes, they do. It's
God, I
it's a
hated
block, and every since December 1, every house has a day. So each day you go and have a party in each house, and they all have food, and we sing around like the block, and
That's
we come
cool.
and we knock, cause you know how like Joseph and Mary were going house to house asking for asylum or
And people
whatever.
dress up as
We
Joseph
do
and
that,
Mary,
and
yeah.
it's like, and every day is a different house around the block. We close down the blocks. We have music and food and everything. So I love that. When it tells that atole, the fucking champurrado, the tamales, like all that shit. I love the holiday season. I
See,
love
that's
the
a
holiday
cool
season.
tradition.
Yeah.
Do you guys do tamales too?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
I haven't gone to one of those in a long ass time.
Do your family do tamales?
They do, but I'm just saying like the posadas.
The posadas,
The,
yeah.
the religious
Parties,
aspect
yeah.
of it. We
It's
haven't
not
done
even
that.
religious because
It's just
you're-
a party.
it's an
Get
excuse
together.
to have a party.
I don't know. I call it
And have
religious
booze.
because they have like even the little kids dress up
You
as Mary and
sing.
Joseph
yeah,
and like.
yeah, it's just an excuse.
It's just
But
cosplay.
believe me, no one's going around being like, "Oh, thank Jesus' birth," blah blah blah. No, they want to go eat and drink.
Just want the food and booze. That's
Yeah.
what they're there for.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But as you guys were talking about ideas like Home Alone stuff, what other ideas would you guys do for like Christmas horror films?
Oh, there's so many. Like, imagine like Freddy in the snow. Imagine Jason in the snow. We already talked about this.
Or it could
Like,
be-
imagine
yeah.
Home Alone in this. Like, with there's so many. It gives place to so many horror movies. The Strangers in this. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
everything could be.
That would be a great
done.
setting
Yeah.
for a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you're alone on Christmas night,
Hmm.
and then you get the knock at your door. You know,
Yeah.
that's a great
And
setup.
it's like, where do you go? You can't drive anywhere. They're
Yeah,
stuck there,
Roads are
and
all
you're
fucked
stuck
up.
there.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's why Inside worked really well because she was alone.
But to be honest with Inside, I love that movie and it's so graphic. But you don't really get a feel of a Christmas movie. With
No, you forget.
Yeah.
I
You
think she doesn't have a tree that I think
She
of.
don't-
She
she-
doesn't
yeah.
decorate nothing.
Maybe she's
Well,
Jewish.
It's not really
No,
prominent.
It's
had-
fucking
she went
French.
through
I don't know what they
trauma.
celebrate
She
there.
went through trauma, so of course she's not gonna put
Yeah,
on a tree.
she's not
Yeah.
gonna want to celebrate. But you
Yeah.
forget it that it's a
You
Christmas.
forget
because
it's
there's
Christmas, yeah.
not
Right.
really mentioned.
Well, I think like P2 was like, I'm going off track, but P2 is like such a great horror movie because who the fuck would think to have someone locked in the garage
Right.
on Christmas
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this bitch has to survive the night and it's got Christmas music playing and the end it's like snowing when she comes out. I thought that was great.
It makes sense because it's Christmas Day. Not a lot of people are working, so
Right.
there's not a lot of people on the street. There's not a lot of people you can call. So
yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's pretty scary. But as far as going to like seeing or having different ideas for Christmas, I don't know. I would definitely go for the cheesy route, like how Krampus did, and have like a red-nosed killer reindeer just fucking everyone up, or attacking kids and slaughtering the neighborhood, or I don't know, something about a neighborhood being attacked
By a reindeer?
By a reindeer sounds kind of cool.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense to go hokey because
Like
like
the
everything's
witch.
supposed to be so happy. So
Right.
Yeah.
like, what else do you have to go off of except for something that doesn't quite make sense?
And I think Krampus did a good job with like displaying like the fucking gingerbread cookies attacking.
Yeah.
It had a good mix of
It had a
comedy
good
and
mix.
horror.
Yeah, it did.
Hokey and horror.
Obviously, there's like Jack Frost, like a killer snowman, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of other shit. So like, why not a killer reindeer? I'm sure there is.
Why?
I'm down.
I'm sure there is somewhere out there.
Somewhere on Netflix.
There's just too many. There's too much Santa being the killer.
What's
Like,
the killer
Yeah.
bomb?
do something
so-
else. You know, give us a little bit more of
All right.
Right.
yeah, a little more variety, a little bit more.
Sweet. Well, like you guys were saying with the Jason stuff, as I aforementioned earlier, I thought of Seed of Chucky, the whole scene where there's Santa and Chucky kills him. So I think that would be smart to have either like a Freddy or Jason, even Michael, or just someone like in that kind of. Oh, not Michael, he's Halloween, but like in that aspect, like have them set in the Christmas time. Like Crystal Lake would be awesome with the snow, like with the
Oh,
lake
definitely.
frozen and stuff.
Shit. People like ice skating on the lake.
That's
Yeah.
what they should do with the game. They
That
should
should-
have like a
Oh,
DLC
there should be a map.
for
Yeah.
for
That
this-
would
the
be
winter
great.
time.
That would be
And then it'll be
Okay.
darker and with the snow, and it'll just I think it would be a cool setting.
Yeah.
So like something like that was cool. I was thinking like you guys were saying with the Home Alone, I was like Christmas Carolers, kind of know when they go house to house. When they open the door, just jump in, start killing people, do like a little massacre around the whole neighborhood or something.
Yeah.
I thought that'd
Like
be
the
kinda
Strangers with Carolers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With their little mask. They have like a little Santa mask or something.
That would be
and
cool.
Mrs. Claus kind of thing, and a little elf.
Listen up,
Or
Blumhouse.
even then, have little elves killing people.
Leprechaun.
Little leprechauns or
Little
gnomes or
leprechauns.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that's not a thing. Little
Yeah,
fucking elves
for real.
killing people.
Well, in that Christmas horror story, like that.
Well,
that's-
they
that's
have
something.
that.
Right,
Yes.
they did have
They do
that.
have that, but
Yeah.
like a leprechaun type of
Like,
situation.
yeah,
And
something
it would,
more
be,
common.
it'd be cool to have like a candy cane as a weapon.
We saw that in Black Christmas.
Yeah,
too.
that was part of it. And then like the unicorn little sculpture kind of thing.
A Jesus statue.
Yeah.
A baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Let Jesus fuck you.
Or you know, it'd be kind of cool to have like a witch kind of thing during Christmas, since it's like religious kind of thing.
Yes, that would be cool.
Have them like in little like cloths and cloaks and stuff.
That's really cool.
So what about you, George?
I mean, like, my least favorite thing about Christmas is, like, when you're together with family and it has to be, like, a big thing, and it's, like, that animosity towards each other. It kind of reminds me of Your Next. So my probably the only idea that I would really love would be a good Christmas slasher where it's, like, a family get-together, kind of like Your Next, and it's just everybody bickering. It's Christmas night, and someone's just, you know, home invasion type shit, kind of similar to Your Next.
There's a
It's
new
just a
movie
slasher.
called Red Christmas, which is exactly what that is.
Damn it! But I don't know. I thought
They
it was a good
ripped you
idea.
off.
It's
They
like-
ripped you off.
It's like, and then you know the twist being, it's like it's one of your angry ass family members.
Of
You know,
course.
like
La tia.
it's just like or something like that. It's just,
Too much
but
booze.
it's Christmas Eve. It's like you need that family aspect, and I would like a good build up to it,
Yeah.
where it's like we need everybody together. This might be my last Christmas with you guys that my grandma would fucking do every year. And,
Oh.
you know, like, but no, that's the Mexican guilt trip. Don't even go, because like.
She started it when she was 40.
She's in prime health, but she's just like, I want everybody together because this might be my last year. So they say that shit every time. So
They really
It's
do.
funny.
they
It's
really
been
do.
40 years.
It's been 40. it's been years, but something like that, like a nice, good slasher, and like you know, kind of like Black Christmas, do good kills, high body count. That'd be fun,
Yeah.
you know.
Can I ask something? Is your next no, it's not holiday, right? Isn't
No.
it Thanksgiving? Aren't they in Thanksgiving?
No, it's a
there's-
family reunion.
It was just
Just
like a family
they don't
reunion
say
type
when
thing.
it takes place or anything.
No.
right? Okay.
See,
Because I read somewhere I was looking at like holiday horror and that was in there. I was like, I don't remember.
I
that
don't
being
think
a
so.
holiday
It's
horror.
any.
It might be
was it
mistaken
during
as
the winter
Thanksgiving.
time?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even wintertime, I don't think. Was
Was it
it?
fall
I
or
don't know.
something?
There was no
Maybe
snow.
fall or something, but there's no snow. No.
There was a light jacket.
Yeah.
Here.
You know what?
25th.
You've been.
Yeah, right.
Going on
Um,
your idea, I think that'd be cool if like someone's saying, "This is my last year. Here's the will," and people get greedy and start killing each other off.
shit, yeah.
Like,
Like
you don't
the
know who's
Velcro
who.
experiment.
Yeah,
But the Christmas
But
experience.
Christmas
It's
edition.
like House on Haunted Hill.
Ooh, that'd be cool with little ghosts and stuff.
hmm
Well, I definitely
Oh,
think
yeah.
it'd be good, like, because since they use Santa as a killer so much, what if someone, like, kills Santa and, like, goes to the North Pole? Or, like, the elves could, like, rise up against Santa and, like, take over the North Pole. And...
I think that's called a Santa Claus.
Is there a
No, I'm
movie
kidding.
now?
Doesn't he die and he becomes Santa Claus? though?
Yes.
He accidentally kills Santa, yes,
Yeah.
and then becomes Santa Claus. But no, I think it'd be a great idea to, like, have, like, some murderous cult go after Santa and take over the North Pole, or...
Ooh.
like some
That's
shit like that, or a reimagining of Home Alone. Like that would be such a cool idea to like turn it into a horror movie. Like I could see fucking what's the dude doing Halloween?
Danny McBride?
Danny McBride. Like if he did that and was just like, I'm gonna take this childhood classic and turn it into a fucking wicked ass
If
horror
he does a
movie.
good job with Halloween, he may be doing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm hoping, but
Yeah.
I'm hopeful.
Taking over all the holidays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I would say honorable mentions for movies. Like, I'm just gonna throw out a movie and
Yeah.
just give what we like about it. Like Silent Night, Deadly Night,
The original.
original.
I haven't
Because
seen
I hated the remake
I
or
haven't
the
seen
reboot, whatever you want to call it. I didn't like it, but
The reboot?
no, the
original.
original.
Oh.
Just honorable mention of that.
Ow. What was the question? Sorry.
What do you think about Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Oh, the original. I love it. I think it was for the time that it came out. I thought it was a great slasher, and it went beyond the bounds of horror movies, and it really pushed those limits. Having a child witness his mom get her
Right.
throat slit while her
Titties out and
tits are hanging
everything,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. That really was just like, okay, well, this movie's gonna be really fucked up. On top of him being super hot when he grew up, and you're
With
like,
a hairy
okay.
ass.
Ooh, yeah, hairy ass. And you're like, okay, cool, this guy's really attractive. Like, he probably is going to be okay. And then he's actually psychotic. And then he does all this weird, crazy shit. And my favorite scene is the guys who are all sledding.
And then
And
like,
he's just swinging that fucking axe and chopping heads left and right.
I gotta watch this.
You haven't seen this?
Never.
How do we watch
You've
it?
never
We
seen
watched
the original?
remake, huh?
I've
Oh
seen
my
the-
god, it's great.
I haven't seen
Like
it, so.
you don't need to get the Scream Factory version to be honest, but
I don't.
Yeah, the
I'll watch it for
original's
free
great.
online. I don't.
it's like because like the you like you were telling me last night, like the camera negatives were too damaged, so it's like it's Blu-ray version and then you get DVD version.
Right.
Like its scenes are intercut like that, and it's
just let me borrow it.
like that's fine. Yeah, it's fine because it's like I was thinking about rebuying the Scream Factory version, but it's just like, if it's gonna be the same thing, like I don't need nothing extra. It's fine.
I like
But
that
I
movie
mean-
a lot.
I watched it, like I said, I watched it last night, and it's fun.
Yeah,
Kills are great for the time being, like
absolutely.
especially her through the deer head, like.
I've seen that.
And it's just you slowly see those deer horns come out of her
Yep.
stomach, and it's just, and especially for the time being, like it was released the same day as Nightmare on Elm Street,
Oh, yeah.
so that was interesting. Like,
Yeah. That's interesting.
yeah,
It has a very Halloween feel. Like, the
Mm-hmm.
structure of it is very Halloween. Where, a damaged kid fucking grows up to be a serial killer, and, well, of course, he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have a mask or anything like that, but I
There's
thought
a
it
costume.
was-
he's just like punish and then just
Yeah.
Slaughter.
Kill.
Punish. And that ending is hilarious. But
know.
I haven't seen any of the sequels.
no me either.
I haven't seen any of the sequels.
But I
There's
like
like
I love the
six, isn't
cheesiness of it.
There's
It's
4,
great.
I think.
Oh no, there's more. There's 5,
There's-
I think.
there is?
Yeah,
Part 2's supposed to be really good.
yeah. It's like his brother, right? Like his brother, like grows up to be the
Yeah.
new killer or something like that.
Well,
Well, there
yeah.
you go.
Well, do you
Yeah.
guys have any favorite holiday horror films?
Let's give our top 3 now.
Great. Yeah.
First of all, honorable mention, like George said, I want to give a shout out to Better Watch Out, which is a new one that came out this year. I just saw it. It's so good. It has some great twists. Please don't watch the trailer. Read as less as you can, as little as you can from it. It has some pretty good twists, and it's pretty funny. It's like The Babysitter, in the vein of The Babysitter, kind of like humor, but it's more fucked up. By the end, you're like, holy shit, like, okay.
A lot
That's-
of people are hating on it for some reason.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
it's not everybody's cup of tea, I guess. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was something different. It was something fresh. It was not believable, obviously, but it's like, oh, okay, I can see this happening. Like with the movie. My top 3 would be hold on. Gremlins for sure. In no specific order. The Gremlins is such an iconic movie. It came out with some cool characters. And it's also fucked up. Like these, I never really understood what the Gremlins were doing, but now that I saw it as an adult, I was like, they're actually killing people. Like they're actually evil, and like you want to fucking murder
They're cute
them.
at
Little
first.
bastards.
But it's so odd. The music, it's awesome. The lighting is awesome. The way they use Christmas and everything is awesome. Like so cool. Black Christmas, original and remake for different reasons. Like the original is creepier. It's a slow burn. It's like it's really slow. But it has some really creepy moments, and then the remake has a great cast and it's fun. And then what else? Krampus is awesome.
Krampus
It's a
is
recent favorite. It goes in another direction, but still gives you the holidays. It just gives you another character involved. It gives you the gingerbread man and like it gives you all the holiday vibes. It gives you the snow. It gives you the family gathering.
And the Baba
The
Ganoush.
lights, the Baba Ganoush. Love it. Fucking love it. It's so good. And shout out to fucking Home Alone 1 and 2. Because those are fucking iconic and you can't miss Christmas without them.
True. Very true. My top 3, 100% Black Christmas remake. I watch that movie all the time. Even whenever I get in the mood for it, it's because of the cast. I love everybody who's in it. And I think it's just so cheesy and it knows exactly what it's doing. So it's a favorite and I will always defend that movie.
Yeah.
Second is P2.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie as well. I already gave my examples. I think it's genius that it includes someone who's trapped in a parking garage on Christmas and she has to escape and fight for her life to go home to her family for Christmas.
Yeah.
And like the ending shot when she's leaving and spoilers. Well, you get it. Fuck you for not watching
They
it
know
yet.
by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
But the ending shot, just her walking out and it's Christmas music playing and it's snowing outside. It's perfect.
Awesome.
It's a fucking perfect movie. And then Krampus. Krampus has become a new holiday favorite. And brava to the guys from Trick or Treat for creating another amazing holiday horror. It's not rated R, but I don't think it needed to be. It just had the perfect amount of horror and Gremlins style
Yeah.
cheesiness to it, and it was great. It was great.
Sweet.
Interjection. I told you guys that they started casting for Trick or Treat 2 already, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't wait for that.
Obviously,
I'm excited too.
So for my top three, my number one's always gonna be Gremlins. I'm an '80s kid, loved it, love the sequels. Can't say more than what's already been said about it. It's just a great, fun, creepy movie. Like you said, Beto was like, you didn't understand that people were getting killed. I acknowledged that later on, like, these are crazy little fuckers killing
they're
people.
fucking assholes.
And they're malicious. I love it. My number two, it's a children's
The children?
No, I'll say my number two is gonna be like a children's kind of.
Oh, okay.
It was just Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be another favorite. Just because it combines my favorite holidays of Halloween and Christmas, which is why I decorate my Christmas tree like that.
Nice.
As for my third one, it's gonna be my new favorite, is Krampus. I love it. I missed it in theaters, which I was so sad. I was so sad I missed it in theaters, but once I bought it on Blu-ray and I saw it and I fell in love with it instantly. It's just a great movie from beginning to end. I love the whole cast. I love the kills. I love how gritty it went and it actually killed the children.
No one is safe.
No one is safe in that fucking house. And I love that it killed everybody in the movie. And then for my non-horror, I guess would be my Batman Returns, because that's
Oh,
the
fuck
traditions.
yeah. I forgot about that.
You know, it's kind of creepy with the Penguin and Catwoman.
Dude, that setting, just Gotham City in the snow.
That's a nice Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
One of my favorite scenes is when they kill the Ice Princess and when she falls
And she
down.
falls down.
Yes.
And the bats come out of the tree.
Yes, and then he glides through it. Awesome.
Oh,
But
shit.
that's
I
my
fucking
top
love that
3
movie.
or 4. George?
Like I said, my number one's gonna be Silent Night, only because I love Santa as a villain, and I also do recall a vivid nightmare I had of Santa Claus, where it's like you hear a noise, like from the ceiling, like okay, like he goes on your ceiling. So I just like I don't know why I remember this since I was little, just this nightmare. It's like he came down, I'm like scared out of my mind. I run through the house, I go out the front door, and he's just fucking right there in my face, and that was it. So it's just like, I don't know, to me, like, Santa Claus is a villain, that's the greatest thing. Great kills, everything, it's like, I like it, you know? It's like very anti-holiday.
Okay.
Second would be definitely Black Christmas remake, because the original was fucking boring.
Oh, God.
But
It's a good movie.
same thing, cast was great, kills were great, it's fun, it's like, it's a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And then third was going to be Inside, but because of the factor that you don't get the Christmas feel out of it,
Mm-hmm.
I can't have that as a Christmas movie.
Well,
But Krampus does take it.
Oh.
Only because it's like, you know, it's cold outside, you see everything. It's a fun movie. Like, it's so silly.
it's cold outside.
It's cold outside. Like, you know, it's kind of freaky. It's... What my beef with that movie was that I wanted the Krampus to be scary.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, you see the German pictures of Krampus, and it's just like a demon, like, with his big-ass tongue whipping children.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's what I kind of wanted when they first announced it. I was like, oh, it's a Krampus. Like, it's going to be scary. Especially because they said, like, oh, it's, you know, guy with trick-or-treat. So I figured, you know, he's going to do it justice. But it's just he's in a hood and everything. And I'm just like, I didn't get a scary...
The only thing I can tell you about that is the filmmakers were definitely going for a more fantasy-based
not
Christmas
horror.
movie. It's
Yeah.
not a direct horror film. It's a fantasy horror.
Yeah,
So that's why
I
it
get
wasn't scary.
I get what you
know?
mean, though. Yeah.
I just wanted like a scary Krampus.
Right. Of
But
course. Absolutely.
It was still fun. I loved it.
Mhm.
It was great. I thought it was a good movie and had a good story to it.
Yeah.
So I liked it. It's my top 3.
Alan.
Well, my number one is always A Nightmare Before Christmas. It's perfectly creepy and child-filled fun, so everything for that movie is perfect for me for the holidays. Krampus is number 2, and that's, like, Beto knows Krampus and the mythology with Krampus is something that I have gone into a lot and read about and learned and all that. So that always has a good spot for me to watch. Number 3, I don't even know, honestly, what a third one would be.
It's hard.
Maybe a non-horror
Yeah.
if you don't have one.
I mean,
Die Hard.
no.
With the vengeance.
No. Probably Edward Scissorhands.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
Just because that's such a beautiful shot when he's like doing the ice sculpture
Yeah.
and he slices her hand open, like it's pretty and it makes you actually think like it's snowing where she's at. So yeah, those are my top 3.
Yeah.
Still great choices.
Love it.
Sweet.
Love everything about it.
I love that Nightmare Before Christmas is your Christmas movie,
Mm.
just because a lot of people associate it with Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Do you guys think
associate
it's
it with
a
both.
Christmas movie
It's
or a
both.
Halloween
It's
movie?
definitely both.
definitely
I
both.
think.
It's I mean, it's an in-between movie for me. I watch it around Thanksgiving. You know?
It's,
You
I
can
mean,
watch
the
it for
movie
Christmas,
is
you can watch
about
it, yeah.
like Halloween creatures doing Christmas, so
Yeah,
like it's,
yeah.
it's
it's-
technically
it's
a Christmas
Halloween
movie.
I consider it a
Celebrating
Christmas
Christmas.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Halloween celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Definitely.
So to me, it's a Christmas movie. I watch it.
And you don't watch it in Halloween? Like, it
I
could go both
no,
ways.
I can't. I don't know why.
Really?
Like I feel
I
like it's
can't
more
watch
of a
it during-
Christmas
yeah.
movie.
Really?
I can't watch it during Halloween either.
I think, yeah.
It's
This
there's
is
something
Halloween.
about
Halloween.
it.
Christmas.
This is Halloween.
The music's great.
Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
I don't know. I just get more of the Christmas feel.
Well, whatever. Are we done?
Everyone here
That's
to the
all.
Yay!
Listen, yay.
Well, that's all for today.
Yay,
So,
Christmas.
Short episode.
Short but
Short and
sweet.
sweet.
Short and sweet because
It's the holidays. We don't.
holidays.
You know, it's the holidays. You know.
We should have
That's
talked
okay.
about like
Well, what do you want to talk
your
about?
favorite like Christmas foods.
Okay, sure.
As long as it's not fruitcake.
Oh,
I
no,
love
absolutely
Ew,
not.
you
kidding.
Mexican.
So as a Bulgarian, my parents, what they do on Christmas Eve, the night, that night we cannot eat meat, and we have to like only eat like bean soup and bread. And whenever we have the table set up, once we're all done eating with dinner, we can't take anything away from the table because it's disrespectful, and we have to leave everything on that table, and we just go to bed afterwards, and ring in the Christmas after. And that's always stuck with me. One, I'm not religious. I think it's a religious thing. But the nostalgia of it, just, having us all together on a table, just enjoying dinner, blah, 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 talking, having fun. And then sometimes we would watch The Polar Express afterwards before going to bed. And then I just remember putting out cookies for Santa, like when I was younger.
I still do that to this
Yeah,
day.
it's
put out cookies
it's
for
cute, and
Santa.
I feel like
Who
those
eats them?
traditions are
No one.
totally gone.
When I
He
wake
comes
up
down
in
and
the
eats
middle
them.
of the night.
I got this before he wakes up.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just such a lost happiness,
I think
Because
so. I
many-
kind of get you on that.
So
Like
many people are detached from having
Yeah.
fun, and it's just a fun thing. It doesn't have to be real. Like this guy who just went around a fucking mall and he recorded himself. He's some pastor douchebag, and he went around all the Christmas kids waiting in line for Santa, and he's like, "Santa's not real." He's like,
I
"You
saw that,
need to
yeah.
your parents are lying to you, and Santa's not real, and Jesus is the." I'm
Yeah, because Jesus is alive and real, right?
He's like, Jesus died 2016 years ago. And blah, blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. Fix your teeth, first of all. Fix your
Fix your
fucking
mug.
teeth.
Go fix the hair. Go
Fix your
that
fucking
mug.
pedophile look, and then, no. I don't understand why people have to ruin it for others.
Yeah.
People just
Yeah.
have to ruin the holidays.
Bah,
Period. Like the
humbug.
Starbucks cup. Every fucking year
Oh,
for the
yeah.
holidays, someone has an issue with a goddamn Starbucks cup.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's stupid. What was this year? Oh, it's
Because they're lesbians
They're
and
pushing
they're holding
the gay
hands.
agenda.
We have
They're
an
pushing the
agenda.
gay agenda.
Or when it was the red
Our
cup,
agenda's
they're getting rid
rainbow.
of
The
Jesus.
agenda is more drinks. That's it.
Sounds good
People
to me.
need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, don't be annoying people.
So
please.
annoying.
Just
Don't be
let
annoying
people
for
have
life.
fun.
Enjoy
If you
themselves.
don't like it, you don't like it. Not everybody has to agree. Like, get over it. But
Just don't push your beliefs on
on
other
some
people.
exactly. We don't have to agree.
You can have an
You
opinion.
believe
but
what you believe. I believe what I believe. As long as I'm nice to
Yeah.
you, you're nice to me. Who
Yeah.
the fuck cares?
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bitch.
But would you guys ever stay up waiting for Santa?
Yeah,
or
I
anything
did
like
that. I did that for sure.
Mm.
Once.
Never?
I never did that.
Oh, I did that.
Well, cause like growing up as a kid, my parents went through divorce. I didn't really get gifts, so my mom told me Christmas is not about gifts; it's about family and the
Right.
people you spend it with. So she's like, because when I was younger, we'd go visit my cousins, and they get 6, 7, 8 gifts. I am lucky to even get one. So my
Yeah.
mom told me it's like it's not about gifts. So I wasn't grown up like, yeah, you get all the gifts and you get all this because you've been good. My mom, she always told me be good no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was the same. My mom was a single mother with 3 kids, so
Mhm.
she couldn't buy.
She couldn't buy everything,
One,
yeah.
one gift each if I was lucky, and like I said, that was enough.
Mm-hmm.
She would make spaghetti and meatballs every single year. She would light up a tree, hot cocoa, movies. Like it doesn't
that's
even
enough. Like,
matter
that was-
what the
that was
fuck
more
I
enough.
got.
Yeah.
I don't care what gifts I got. She got me the Hocus Pocus VHS ones.
Aw.
That's all it was. I took a picture with it. I was like so
'Cause
happy.
'cause that's
it doesn't
enough.
fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So yeah, like holidays for me, I just like seeing my family, like
Yeah.
sitting with my sister, even
I'm
with
just
friends.
saying.
Doesn't matter who I am. It's just people I love hanging out with, spending time with, eating dinner, having drinks or whatever,
Mhm.
and just mingling, having fun.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Well, the
that's
only
kind of
reason I ever stayed up for Santa wasn't because of the gifts. I just wanted to see
Yeah, I
who the
know.
fuck was
Yeah, me too.
who the fuck was coming in my house.
I
you
thought
know?
he was real. I was
yeah,
like,
like a
wait.
butcher knife, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, some random dude is coming to our fucking house. Like, that's cool. And staying up late too on the Sci-Fi Channel or anything like that. Like, they would have super late night episodes of like Friday the 13th series or other shit like that. So
Yeah.
that was always kind of like the okay, I need to stay up super late to do this. I need to.
I just thought something. What is a horror movie where Santa enters like a serial killer's house or something?
Isn't
He
that,
gets-
isn't that Christmas Horror Story?
Is that how it is? I never seen
I
it that
think
way.
there's
No.
a part in it.
Is there something like that
I don't know.
already?
Something similar.
Where Santa's the victim?
It's with the family. Isn't like the family like really fucked up and they attack?
Isn't
Santa?
it movie 43? No.
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 Oh, shit.
Girl.
Is
Isn't it an episode of Family Guy?
Probably.
No.
Maybe.
I'm usually stoned when I watch that show, so I wouldn't know.
No, Santa usually tries to kill them.
Yeah, what is the opposite?
I
Like the
don't know.
family starts
Like the
killing
family
Santa.
attacks Santa.
Yeah, I think it's a fucking Family Guy episode.
Torture
I don't
Santa.
know. Whatever.
I don't remember.
Hostile
I'm
Santa.
But I feel-
curious though. Like, what was the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
I mean,
Jesus, George, what a deep question.
I can
I
honestly
don't know. I'm curious.
the Hocus Pocus DVD, the VHS was everything to me. And then I gotta say, and that was pretty much the best gifts ever.
Nice.
I don't know. What about you, Val?
Yeah, Val.
My best gift, shit. I want to say getting the Power Rangers Zord.
Oh, cool.
Like my
You had the
parent-
Megazord?
I had the Megazord,
Oh,
the
that was so
original Mighty Morphin Megazord, and I thought that was like the
Oh.
greatest gift my parents had ever gotten me. Honestly.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite gift. The ones you see in my living room, those
Mhm.
were my Christmas gifts from my mom.
Yeah.
She gave me the 2 Zords.
Yeah.
So I
That
had
was
those.
that was the best thing ever. I'm just like, holy fuck. Yeah.
And
You,
I
George?
mean, I had a bunch of video games and everything, but I think the thing I enjoyed most was
Making
like
noise.
I had a Mortal Kombat pinball game. But it was like a legit one of those legit like it wasn't like a full size one, but
The
it was
legit
like a
one,
mini one.
Mhm.
But it still made noise and like it had the background music from the game and everything and like I got so much joy out of that. I loved it.
Yeah.
This is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
cool.
What
What about you,
I
Alan?
don't really remember a lot of the gifts I got that were so great that would make them memorable, I guess. But I do remember it always had something to do with some type of like making something that you could either eat or play with afterwards.
An easy bake oven.
No, not like an easy bake oven. Although I wish I had gotten an easy bake oven.
Me too.
But I always got something like the weird scientist thing where you make like the gummy candies.
fun.
Creepy
or-
crawlers?
Yeah, the creepy
Yes.
crawlers. Or like I remember one year I got like this molten metal thing where you put like these little metal beads in it and you could make like metal casted molds.
Do you remember Shrinky Dinks?
Yeah, Shrinky Dinks. It
That
was
was
always
the best.
something artsy and like crafty. I never really got
bedazzler.
anything that was
Bedazzle your vagina.
Yeah, the word is gay.
yeah.
Gay.
But I mean, hey, that's probably why I liked cooking so much and all that stuff. So it
Yeah.
paid off. But I never got anything that was super expensive or that every other kid wanted.
Yeah.
But that I wasn't every other kid anyway. So.
Bless you.
Bless you. Go to hell.
I'm sorry.
But I also feel bad because we've only talked about Christmas, and I'm sure we probably have maybe some Jewish followers. So luckily,
Mazel tov.
I, for a while, actually was raised Jewish.
Oh.
Yeah, my stepmom is Jewish, and my dad converted for her. So
Wow.
because he had to. Don't like he did it because he wanted to.
Mhm.
Yeah, no choice.
But yeah, he had no choice. If he wanted to marry her, that's what you have to do.
Wow.
So, let me tell you, you guys are lucky that you're not Jewish and you don't have to celebrate Hanukkah because it's not
Isn't it
very
8 days?
fun. I mean, it is 8 days, but so like the way it works is like you have the first 7 days of just like you and your family and maybe some like extended family come over and you do the ceremony where you light the candles and whatever and you get like one present each day.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the last day, you have like a huge Hanukkah party and you get like multiple gifts. But usually the gifts you get are crap. Like a set of pens with your name inscribed on them or some shit from a catalog that you're never going to use. So Christmas is a lot more fun. But the nice thing is on Christmas Day when you're Jewish, all you have to do is fucking watch movies and order Chinese food because it's the only thing that opened.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the dreidel.
So, if there's any Jewish followers out there, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Well, this is an exciting episode.
Yeah. Thanks for
Sweet.
listening, you guys.
Happy holidays from Boys, Booze, and Blood.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, you guys.
Enjoy your holidays and everything. We'll be back with another episode when we think of one. Live feed next week of Nightmare Before Christmas, we
It's
said?
gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas.
And then maybe we'll do Edward Scissorhands or Batman Returns or even Krampus. I would do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll
Christmas would
see.
be fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
something fun.
Something sweet. Something
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome.
Beto, you want to add anything?
No.
All right,
Okay,
bye,
bye,
guys.